So here's a funny statistic. 9 out of 10 people actually don't get a good night's sleep. And just based on that statistic alone, you can imagine that if you or your partner are out of those 9 out of 10, chances are you both aren't getting very good sleep. So what we did for this article was we looked at the different kinds of sleep problems that single people in partnerships experience. Individuals in couples experience, and how they've kind of come to terms with that. And that includes people who like to cuddle versus people who like the space. That includes people who toss and turn versus people who are light sleepers and can't sleep around that kind of activity. We've talked to people that like to be warm and people that like to be cool when they sleep. We've talked to people that tend to steal covers. We've talked to people that like to fall asleep watching TV versus people that can't sleep with the lights on. And we've talked to people who've snored. And for each of these, we have, a different kind of solution based on how much space people really have. Of course, the best case scenario is if people have their own rooms, but not everybody wants to do that. People want to be compromising of their partner's, particular needs. So in the case of, people who like to cuddle through the night, we're recommending a little bit of cuddle time where, partners get to come together, but then kind of go to their own part of the bed or just get their own space. For couples that have a tossing and turning problem, we recommend getting a bigger bed and investing in some extra space. For people that tend to sleep too hot or too cold, we're asking the person that feels hot to request the other person to put on like PJs, because you can take clothes off, but the person that's going to feel hot is going to feel hot no matter what. When your partner is stealing the covers, we're recommending to get 2 separate sets of sheets. For the TV watchers that like to fall asleep with the TV on, we're recommending sort of wireless headphones or a set TV time after which the TV goes to sleep. And for snorers, of course, earplugs, white noise, and also generally getting checked up for sleep apnea. These are just a few ways in which people have dealt with their partners not being ideal bed partners, but everybody has a different particularity, so we're all in this together is what we're trying to say.
Well, I couldn't agree with it more because I know that myself, I am, for whatever reason, I've had problems sleeping with people, but I also like to cuddle. So, I definitely fall into that category of wanting some space.
Well, that's what drugs are for. Slip some really serious sleeping potion in their hot tea before you all go to bed, and they'll sleep the night away. Just kidding, actually. I think there are so many physiological reasons why we don't sleep, and we don't seem to be really doing anything to fix them. I mean, we keep on with our lifestyles that are not conducive to sleep. We think it's okay to sleep 2-3 hours and get up and play and then go back to bed for 2-3 hours. And physiologically, it doesn't seem to be that that's the case. But I've known couples who ended up having to sleep in separate rooms because one would always take the covers and the other one would be freezing, one would be burning up, and they were restless and they moved around, sort of like what you were saying in your question. But to me, it seems like there should be a way to make it work together if you are the type of person that likes to sleep with people. I mean, that's half of being in a relationship to me, is having someone to crawl in bed with and, well, sleep.